Happy Monday, everybody, if that's a happy thing for you. It is Monday. I am off to my office space today because I have got a lot of work to do, but welcome back to a new vlog. Let's try and make it more interesting than the last two that I've posted. I'm having one of those days where even though I've taken my ADHD meds, I'm just not any more motivated than normal. I was planning on having a full day in the office and I stayed until about 1:30 and I got some stuff done, but I don't feel like it was like to the standard that I wanted, and I don't feel like I prioritised things properly. So I'm back, had a shower, which I don't do in the afternoon. I'm not an afternoon shower person. I am a shower in the morning. I'm also not a shower every day kind of person. That is a controversial opinion, but I am a shower every other day because I don't hello River. I don't wash my hair every day. It doesn't need it, and my skin cannot take having a shower every day. I think it's very drying no matter how much I moisturise. I don't need to have a shower every day. Unless I've done something where I've gotten actually dirty. Don't see why I need a shower every day. That's controversial to some people. Obviously I get washed every day, but I don't get in the shower every day. But for some reason today I was just like, I feel minging, so I had an afternoon shower. I'm now going out to meet my dad. And say hello, River. Say hello. Oh, look at her. What a precious little girl. You watching the birds? Oh, if you watch my previous vlog, you'll have seen... Excuse me. I don't want to watch the Meg 2, The Trench. Oh my god, that... Why is Jason Statham on a jet ski with a giant shark and a spear? If you watched my vlog last week, at the end of it I stuck on a little bit about the cake that I made, which was actually the following week to the vlog. I just stuck it on the end. But I've still got some left and I've been like chipping away at it. Let me tell you, this cake is delicious. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I make a mean cake. And there was something about this chocolate cake that I make. It's basically just the BBC Good Food chocolate cake recipe, but I add extra cocoa powder. And it's a very wet recipe, like it's almost like water, but it means that the cake is very dense, very moist, very sticky. It's so good. And I am, again, another controversial opinion, I'm not a massive buttercream fan. I like it for the outside because it's great for decoration, but I think, especially if you've got like a 2-layer more cake, having buttercream in every layer, it's too much. It's so sickly. I even leave the outer icing. I don't eat it. It's too much. So I make a chantilly cream, which is basically freshly whipped cream, sugar and vanilla, and it basically just makes a nice, sweet, very fresh cream. It's not heavy at all. I've been making my way back through Vlogust and Vlogmas of Zoella. I really missed out on her not doing Vlogust this year. I am a long-term Zoella watcher. She was who I watched when I was younger. To be honest, I've never stopped watching. Even just at the beginning of the year, I went back and watched all of our vlogs from, I want to say it was like a way back until 2015, and I watched every single one, all of the Vlogmases, and now I've just gone back and watched Vlogmas and Vlogmas. I'm hoping she's doing Vlogmas this year. It's the most comforting thing to watch in my opinion. Nobody else vlogs like her. Anyway, I'm rambling. Oh no, I just took some washing out. Basically, yesterday, I spilt a cup of tea and it landed all over Gromit. And I put him into the wash with a couple of other things and he's gone blue. Nothing else has gone blue but Gromit. Oh my god. All I can hear in my head is like a really bad version of the Wallace and Gromit theme tune. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna shove him back in the washing machine, put a colour catcher in, a whitening pod, and hope. Oh god, look at him. I'm so sorry. All because I spilled a cup of tea. What am I like? Right, we'll go colour catcher. Maybe I should put some like vanish on him. Oh, I don't have hope, guys. I really don't have hope. Have a vanish bar. This seems inappropriate. Oh man, I have such an attachment to stuffed animals as well. Like I don't have loads, but the ones that I do have, I really see them as real people. So this just feels... I'm so sorry, my guy. Washing powder. I feel really bad putting him in the wash, like imagining him just going round and round. He's an inventor, he's used to it. We'll put it on a Rapid 45. I got a new washing machine maybe about a year ago, and it was genuinely one of the most exciting times of my life, because my last washing machine was basically the one that I took from my old flat because the landlord basically wanted rid of everything, and it had just been used by every single person that had ever lived in that flat for like over 10 years. So it was just old and horrible. Whereas this one is a washing machine and dryer built in one, and I own it and I have insurance on it. Right, come on River, bedtime. Let's leave Gromit to it. Good morning everybody. It's Tuesday. I am off to get a new tattoo. I've not had a new tattoo in like a year and a half. Mainly because I forget about them, and two, there has been a wave of hand poke, stick and poke. That's just what everybody does these days, and this is no shade to that as an artistry, but I can't sit for long enough to get them anymore. I just can't do it. I find it I get so understimulated already getting a tattoo, and hand pokes take like triple if not quadruple the amount of time that a gun takes. So when I found like artists that I like, I've then realised that they do hand pokes, and then I don't bother getting them. But I'm getting a tattoo today of my granddad's rocking chair, so I will show you that when it's done. I'm home now. I don't know why I decided to walk to the studio. It was in an area that I know, but on their Instagram they say that it's a difficult place to find because it's in the middle of an industrial estate, and instead of going the way that I know to the front of the industrial estate, maps said that you could go round the back, so I was like, okay, that'll be quicker. Obviously I got to where it said it was a locked gate. I had to go all the way around this like narrow path in an area of Newcastle that even in the daytime I wouldn't recommend going walking by yourself, and it was in like a park, so I was like, oh my god. Basically had to go the long way around, got very stressed, but I made it bang on the dot on time because obviously I left early with the knowledge that it could go wrong, so that I had extra time because I'm a forward planner. My tattoo is done. Really wasn't that bad. Like I said, I really prefer gun tattoos. They do hurt more in terms of like objective pain, but I find hand pokes hurt more because they take longer. They're not a consistent pain, and it's like this dull, somebody doing it with their hand over and over and over and over again, and it's a different kind of pain. I would show you, but I've got second skin on. If you don't know tattoos, second skin is like an alternative to having cling film on it, and it's basically like a giant sticky, very thin, that goes over your tattoo instead of having cling film. It lasts longer, it's much nicer, it's way more sensory friendly. So if you have the choice of getting second skin or cling film, if you get a tattoo, go for second skin. It's so much easier. And take it off in the shower. I'll put a photo of the tattoo up because it's bled underneath obviously, and it basically just goes all weepy underneath it and you can't really see the definition, so I'll stick a photo up. Got River down here, bless her. Look at that tail. She is not happy. What you doing? Whoa. Whoa. Someone. Where you going? Dangerous game, using your hand to play games with cats. Update on Gromit. I don't know how bad he's gonna look on camera, but he's still blue. He looks like he's gone for a bleach and tone. Like, you know when old women go and get their hair, like their grey hair, toned at the hairdressers, and they basically come out and their hair is like still ever so slightly purple blue. That's what it looks like. Oh man, I'm so sorry. It's a lovely cream colour before, but now you're blue. Very menacing eyes on this one. Like, that is... Why is it officially jumper season? It's windy, it's raining, it's not necessarily cold, but the weather's horrible. It's not t-shirt weather anymore, guys. And I know a lot of people are happy about that. I'm not. I'm really not. I've just watched Molly May's vlog. Also another vlogger that I enjoy watching. And she's so excited about autumn. She's genuinely like on the verge of tears because she's so excited about the weather changing, and I'm like, girl, teach me your ways, because I hate autumn and winter. Hate it so much. I definitely have seasonal affective disorder. It just impacts my mood. I love the sunshine. I love being able to get out of the house. I hate dark nights. If you're not from the UK, or you're not in like a similar geographical time sun area, I don't know the word, you might not experience dark nights or having very light nights in summer. In the UK, we have drastically different seasonal nighttime daylight. I don't have words today. In winter, it's dark by 4 p.m. In summer, it can still be somewhat light by 10:30. And I'm not ready for that. I find it so depressing. I don't find it cozy. I don't get any kind of comfort from winter. Yes, I do enjoy Christmas, and Halloween is fun. And I do enjoy that we experience every single season here in the UK. However, I don't like how long winter is, because it starts to get cold in September and it's not warm again until like May. That's too long. The majority of the year is spent cold and dark and wet. And I'm looking out the window and I'm like, the leaves are still green, but they're starting to fall. It's raining. Something I did do though, I did buy myself an autumn wreath, because I was like, if I'm going to be depressed, at least I'm going to make the place look pretty. So I've bought a cute little autumn wreath. I can't get a big one because the way that my door works, if I got a bigger one, you wouldn't be able to see the numbers. And I live in a block of flats and it gets very confusing if you can't see the numbers. So I've got myself an autumn wreath and I might put it up. I did think, no, I'm not going to put it up early September because I don't want to tempt fate into summer disappearing. But it's gone. I think it's already gone. I'm so sad about it. But I have put an orange jumper on. I put like a autumny matching socks outfit on, but I ain't happy about it. Don't think that I'm okay, because I'm not. Everybody, happy Thursday. I am in the house today. I don't know what to do with myself. Still struggling with like being on my own and having things to do. I really hate feeling like I want to get out of the house, but I have literally nobody to go with, or no plans, or nothing to do. So I've been trying to make myself busy. Cleared one of my wardrobes out this morning, and then I've made sure to actually like get ready, because I think it can make me feel worse being in the house and not getting ready or washed, or like, you know, staying in my pajamas. So I've gotten washed, put some clothes on, and I had a food delivery today, so maybe I'll make myself something nice to eat. I'd like to go for a walk, but it's pretty rainy. I just don't know what to do. Good morning, everybody. In a contrast to Monday morning, I'm now in a dress, the sun is shining, it's 19 degrees outside, and my hay fever, am I gonna sneeze? My hay fever is like, it's kicking off. It's kicking off. So I don't know what to do with myself, because just as I geared up to be in jumpers, I've had to stick a dress on because it's warm. It's that transitional period, isn't it? You never know what to do with yourself in May and September, because it can go either way. At least with September, I feel like the air's got a warmth to it. In May, if the sun's not out, it is cold. Might as well just turn into a weather channel at this point. I'm gonna go and water my plants. One of my monsteras, very excitingly, is now got 3 new leaves coming through. There you go, love, drink up. There you are. But this is one monstera. Look at her go! Look at her! She's got so many adult leaves, it's very exciting. And then I have this one. Look! Oh! Who is currently growing. This one's quite unfurled, actually. New leaves. New leaf! That's what I shout every time I see a new leaf. There's one coming through here on a stem from a leaf that was very new anyway. And then we've got one here. I'm so excited. This one, was it this one? Or the one in the other room? I basically saved it from Dobby's one September because they had just given up on their indoor plants. And I found it and it had a few leaves that were okay. And I was like, I'm gonna save that. And that was about 3 years ago now. And it was on the brink, it really was. But I managed to get it going. And I've got some kind of plant. I honestly don't know the names of plants other than monsteras and cheese plants, which are more or less the same thing, I think. Hi. I hopped into town to meet my dad. He sometimes comes over for like appointments and stuff, so I'll meet him for dinner. But This weekend is the Great North Run. If you don't know what the Great North Run is, it's basically one of the most popular half marathons in the UK, but it's in Newcastle, so it starts in Newcastle, they run over the Tyne Bridge and then all the way to the coast. But my partner and some friends are doing it, and I thought I might make them like a little goodie bag each, because I'm going to go meet them at the finish line, of like nice things. I've picked up some blister plasters, the ones that have got, what is it called, something? Hydrogel. Hasn't it got something in it though? It's like the same as the stuff that you put like on spot covers, like Compeed, where you put them on and it like draws all the shit out of your blisters. I've got them a mini can of Fanta each. I've got them some chocolate buttons, joint pain painkillers, some deep freeze. I've also got some like electrolyte pouches that you put in drinks. Turns out they're actually vile, but they are really good for you. I tried one the other day. Ew, even when you put in like diluted juice, as I call it, cordial or squash to other people, it doesn't taste nice. This is a debate that we can have. What do you call diluted juice? Meaning cordial or squash? Because squash, to me, in my personal opinion, is specifically orange juice. It is a specific type of like diluted concentrate juice. Cordial is obviously the posh term for diluted juice. Here in the north, maybe even just in specific areas, I don't know, we'll call it diluted juice. So I've got these tiny little, basically tiny little gift bags, but I thought tiny little drink, cute, nice little bag of chalk, cute, big plaster, little plaster. I guess that's another debate. Other people call them plasters. Plasters. What do you also call when you get a splinter? Very northern to call them a spelk. I would say spelk. I just know that they're going to be not unwell, that's not the right word, in pain and not okay for quite a while after it. I never say never, but I will never do a marathon. You will never get me doing that kind of thing. I don't get it. I don't get adrenaline chasers. I don't get people being like, oh, it's just to see if I can. I don't need to know if I can, and I don't care if I can. I don't care. Like, I genuinely do not give a shit whether I could possibly run a marathon or not. It just means nothing to me. I cannot fathom how people enjoy running, why people enjoy doing marathons, why people enjoy doing that to their body. Or like people who are like, yeah, I'm gonna go do a 15k, then climb a mountain and then swim another 5k. I don't need to do that. Or skydiving, bungee jumping. Oh, well, it's the thrill. What thrill? Like, that's not thrilling to me. I get a thrill from trying a new food or like feeding the ducks. Like, I'm so happy in my comfort zone. I'm so happy in my comfort zone. I don't need to push myself outside of my comfort zone. I don't need to go run a marathon. I can't fathom it. I really can't. And this isn't to diminish anybody that does do those things. Good for you. Could not be me. That is not a mindset that I can get into. I just don't get it. I really don't. Like SAS Who Dares Wins, the TV show where you basically go and do like the fake training for the SAS. And they've got like a celebrity version where they'll like have to sit in a cage in the cold weather and have ice cold water poured over them. And like the people that go on are like, I just want to test my endurance. Like, I'm going to feel so good after doing this. What do you mean? What do you mean you're going to feel good after doing that? Like, I don't need to do that to myself. Lucy Spraggan went on the celebrity version of that recently. She tore her labia. She tore her labia because the harness was too tight on one of the challenges. She tore her labia and she's having to have surgery. I don't need to do that to myself. Do you know what I mean? I can't in any way. I would not be gaining anything out of doing that. I think I'd be losing. Do you know what I mean? Louis Spence went on. He walked out after the second challenge and the guy was like, why? And he was like, I'm not committed. I don't have the commitment for this. I thought it was going to be different. That would be me. I wouldn't even sign up. No, I just wouldn't. So I got some new Doc Martens and these are unlike any Doc Martens or boots I have ever owned. And I thought I'd put them on today for their first little walkabout. I've put some plasters on the back of my heels, got a nice pair of socks on. I saw these. I'm hoping that they're showing up on camera right. They're like a nice burnt orange. I saw these and I was like, I have to own them. I love these soles. It's the Buzz soles. They've got them on a couple of different pairs of shoes. But I bought these. One of my followers kindly let me use their staff discount. So I got these for £66. instead of 190. I have never known such a bargain. Hi Rivs, but me and my mum are gonna have a little wander down to Jesmond Food Market. If you live in and around the area, Jesmond has a food market on the bridge every first and third Saturday every month, and I live about 15 minutes from that bridge, so I thought that feels like a good time to put a pair of unworn Docs on for the first time. I don't think that they're to everybody's taste, and that's fine. Like, I do get that they're a little bit like workman's boots. They do them in a green and in a black. They're a little bit like a welly, but I just think that they're so cool. If you follow me elsewhere, you might have seen my Docs collection video. One shelf, the rest of my shoes, along with other Docs in this bit. A pair up here, which are the Goonies themed pair. This duck, I went to a new bar in Newcastle, didn't realise that it was duck themed, like the prizes. It's like a fairground bar. All of the prizes were duck themed. Won a giant duck. When I was at the market, there was a stall that was selling like brownie and cookie slices, and they're like nice and thin. So I got 3 and I'm gonna put them in the goodie bags. You're right, River. You're right. And what I've realised, rookie error, is that I've actually not gotten any for myself. So that's nice, isn't it? I think I got a caramel Mars brownie, Freddo, yes, and a Kinder cookie slice. And I thought, what a perfect little fit to go in the little gap that's left in this little bag. They're all nice and individually wrapped. That is lovely, that. There we go. Nice little bag. Can, sweet treat, extra sweet treat, plasters. Chuffed with that. Good morning. It is now Monday and I'm just jumping on here to end the vlog. You'll have seen a couple of clips from when I went to the Great North Run. I actually went to the finish line. It was really busy, but actually very well organised. Like, I was surprised by how well everything was laid out and how easy it was to navigate. We did get stuck on the metro though, and very nearly could have missed people getting over the finish line. And I kid you not, we were in between the last stop and the second last stop, and we got stuck there for about half an hour, and I was just like checking the app where you can track people, and I was like, oh my god, by the time we walked down there. The only good thing that came out of that was the red arrows, the RAF formation planes. I don't know how you would describe them. The pilots that do air displays. They do a show at the Great North Run. They like fly over the Tyne Bridge and then they go over to the coast and do some fun things. We basically got stopped with the perfect view of them in the sky as they began their display, and it was good for me because I like watching them, but I hate the noise they make because they're so loud. Oh, a spider. It's outside. But I got to see them without the noise. However, I was surrounded by so many strangers in a hot, sweaty carriage. But it was nice. I know that I said that I don't understand marathon runners. I don't, but I understand that other people enjoy it and it's an achievement for them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this vlog. I feel like it's been a little bit more eventful than previous ones. I'm still trying to stick to the vlogging every other week, so you should get one every 2 weeks. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.